Hello and welcome. Today we embark on a journey not just across continents but across the very spectrum of light itself. Our planet, in its boundless creativity, has painted landscapes with a richness and vibrancy that can seem almost otherworldly. We will travel from the soaring peaks of the Andes to the depths of the coral seas to witness canvases crafted not by human hands, but by the patient, powerful forces of geology, biology, and the cosmos. These are some of the most breathtakingly colorful places on Earth, each a testament to the extraordinary beauty that lies hidden in the quiet corners of our world. Imagine standing before a mountain striped like a rainbow, or floating above a garden of coral teeming with life, or walking through a street where every home is a burst of joyful expression. This is the world we are about to explore, a world saturated with hues you might not believe are real. As we venture through these 10 remarkable locations, I invite you to open your mind to the wonder of it all. Our first destination takes us high into the Peruvian Andes, to a place once hidden by ice and snow but now revealed in all its spectacular glory. This is Vinicunca, the Rainbow Mountain. At over 5,200 meters above sea level, reaching it is a challenge, a pilgrimage that tests one's endurance. Here, the very earth seems to have been woven into a colossal striped blanket of mineral color, a geological marvel that stretches across the landscape. The mountain's slopes are adorned with bands of terracotta, lavender, vibrant turquoise, and mustard yellow. It is an astonishing display, one that appears almost artificial in its perfection. For millions of years, layers of sediment, each rich in different minerals, were laid down one on top of the other. Iron oxides provided the reds and oranges, copper sulfate the brilliant blues and greens, and sulfur the pale yellows. The immense pressure of tectonic plates colliding, the very forces that lifted the Andes towards the sky, tilted these sedimentary layers on their side. What was once horizontal became vertical. From the stark, high-altitude beauty of the Andes, we now plunge into a world of an entirely different character. We travel to the northeast coast of Australia, to a living structure so vast it can be seen from space. This is the Great Barrier Reef, the largest coral reef system on Earth. It is not a single entity, but a sprawling, interconnected metropolis of nearly 3,000 individual reefs and 900 islands. Beneath the warm, turquoise surface of the Coral Sea lies a biological city, bustling with activity and shimmering with every color imaginable. Schools of brilliant yellow butterfly fish move like clouds of confetti through the coral branches. A majestic sea turtle glides effortlessly through the blue, its ancient eyes surveying its domain. But this underwater paradise is in peril. Rising sea temperatures and ocean acidification threaten the delicate balance. When stressed, corals expel their algae, leading to a phenomenon known as bleaching. The Great Barrier Reef is a front line, a powerful and poignant reminder of what we stand to lose. It is a treasure of our planet, a living, breathing, colorful wonder that demands our protection and our awe. We now journey to the arid, sun-baked lands of the American Southwest, to the Navajo Nation in Arizona. Here the landscape appears rugged and unforgiving, a desert of rock and sand. But hidden from plain sight, carved into the sandstone, is a place of serene and almost spiritual beauty. This is Antelope Canyon, a slot canyon that is less a geological feature and more a work of abstract art. Inside, the harsh desert sun is transformed. Beams of light pierce the darkness from above, illuminating the canyon walls and revealing a symphony of color and form. The sandstone, smoothed and polished by millennia of flash floods, glows with an inner fire. Hues of deep red, burnt orange, soft pink, and even shades of purple swirl together in fluid, undulating patterns. In the middle of the day, particularly in summer, direct shafts of sunlight penetrate the canyon floor, creating ethereal light beams that seem solid like pillars of gold. Antelope Canyon is a place that commands reverence. To the Navajo people, it is a sacred site, a spiritual place to be entered with respect and humility. It is a cathedral of stone, colored by light. Our journey now takes us to the low-lying reclaimed lands of the Netherlands. Here in the spring, the landscape undergoes a remarkable transformation. The flat, orderly countryside, usually a patchwork of greens and browns, erupts into a vast geometric tapestry of pure, brilliant color. These are the world-famous tulip fields. Stretching as far as the eye can see, precise, linear rows of tulips create bold stripes of color that seem to have been painted onto the earth with a giant's brush. Fields of intense crimson lie next to bands of sunny yellow, followed by deep purples, delicate pinks, and pristine whites. From the air, the effect is even more astonishing, a mesmerizing mosaic of quadrilaterals. The tulip, though now synonymous with Dutch culture, is not native to this land. It originated in the mountains of Central Asia and was introduced to the Netherlands in the late 16th century. Today, the fields are a celebration of that legacy. Each spring, millions of tulips bloom, not primarily for the cut flower market, but for the production of bulbs. For a few short weeks, this utilitarian purpose creates an accidental landscape of breathtaking beauty. We return now to Australia, but this time to its remote southwestern coast. Nestled on Middle Island, the largest of the islands that make up the Recherche archipelago, is a sight so unusual, so confounding, it appears to be a trick of the light. This is Lake Hillier, a salt lake whose water is a vivid, startling and completely natural bubblegum pink. From the air, the contrast is what makes it so striking. The deep, opaque pink of the lake is separated from the deep blue of the Southern Ocean by only a narrow strip of white sand and a dense, dark green woodland. It is a composition of colors so distinct and so unlikely that scientists have been captivated by it for over 200 years. Recent scientific investigation has finally begun to unravel the secret. By analyzing the lake's water, researchers have discovered a unique community of microorganisms. The primary culprit is a species of algae called Dunaliella salina. In order to survive in the lake's extremely high salinity, these algae produce protective carotenoids, the same beta-carotene pigment that gives carrots their orange color and, in this case, gives the water its pink hue. This remarkable adaptation for survival has created a landscape of surreal beauty. Lake Hillier is a testament to the resilience and creativity of life in the most unlikely of places. It remains a remote and protected wonder, a splash of impossible color on the edge of a continent. Our quest for color now leads us into the deep darkness of the Arctic winter. We travel far north, above the Arctic Circle, to the coast of Norway, a land of deep fjords and snow-covered mountains. Here, on clear, cold nights, the sky itself becomes a canvas for the most ethereal and magical light show on Earth. This is the realm of the Aurora Borealis, the northern lights. It begins subtly, often as a faint, milky white arc stretching across the horizon. But then, it begins to move. The arc brightens, intensifies, and begins to dance. Curtains of light, predominantly a ghostly, luminous green, shimmer and flow across the heavens. They ripple and pulse, sometimes moving with gentle grace, and at other times erupting into a frenetic, silent storm of color that fills the entire sky. This celestial light is born from a cosmic connection between the sun and the earth. The sun constantly emits a stream of charged particles, known as the solar wind. To stand beneath this silent, shimmering spectacle is to feel a connection to the vastness of the universe. The aurora is a fleeting, unpredictable masterpiece, a reminder that the most spectacular colors on our planet are sometimes found in the darkness of the night sky. We journey now to the arid plains of northwest China, to a geological park that holds a landscape so surreal it seems to have been lifted from a painter's dream. This is the Zhangye Dangxia landform, a place where entire mountains appear to have been saturated with impossible colors. It is a vast panorama of rolling hills and dramatic rock formations, all layered with vibrant, undulating stripes of reds, yellows, greens, and blues. Like Rainbow Mountain in Peru, the colors of Zhangye Dangxia are the result of mineralogy. Over 24 million years, vast deposits of sandstone and other minerals were laid down in a basin that was once a massive inland lake. These layers of colored rock were then buckled and folded by the same tectonic forces that created the Himalayas. The colossal collision of the Indian and Eurasian plates uplifted this once flat region, tilting the sedimentary layers and exposing their colored edges. What makes Zhangye Dangxia unique is the way wind and rain have since sculpted this uplifted rock. The smooth, flowing contours of the hills accentuate the colored stripes, making them appear as if they have been poured over the landscape like liquid paint. At sunrise and sunset, the colors are at their most intense. The low, golden light deepens the reds and makes the cooler tones of green and blue appear even more vibrant. It is a photographer's paradise, but no photograph can truly capture the overwhelming sense of wonder when faced with an entire mountain range painted by deep time. From the mineral palettes of the earth, we turn to a color created by the patient cultivation of a single, humble plant. We travel to the sun-drenched region of Provence in southeastern France. In the heat of the summer months, from June to August, the rolling hills of the Luberon and the Valensole Plateau are transformed into a sea of fragrant, calming purple. This is the season of lavender. The landscape becomes an exercise in serene monochromatic beauty. Endless ordered rows of lavender plants march in perfect unison over the contours of the land, their silvery green foliage topped with spikes of delicate purple flowers. The air itself is thick with the color's scent. The gentle hum of countless bees drunk on the nectar provides a constant, soothing soundtrack. They are essential partners in this agricultural dance, pollinating the flowers that will eventually be harvested for their precious essential oil. To walk among these fields is to be enveloped by a singular sensory experience. The visual rhythm of the purple rose, the calming, pervasive scent, and the gentle buzz of the bees combine to create a state of profound tranquility. The lavender fields of Provence are a living, breathing painting, a soft focused dream of purple haze under the warm French sun. It is a fleeting beauty, lasting only for a few short summer weeks, but its memory lingers. Our next destination shows us that the most vibrant colors are sometimes found not in nature, but in the heart of a city, as an expression of culture, identity, and freedom. We travel to Cape Town, South Africa, to the slopes of Signal Hill. Here lies Bo-Kaap, a neighborhood that is an explosion of defiant, joyful color. Its cobbled streets are lined with houses painted in the most vivid hues imaginable: lime green, shocking pink, sky blue, brilliant orange, and sunny yellow. This kaleidoscope of color is a relatively recent phenomenon, but its roots lie deep in the complex and often painful history of the area. Bo-Kaap was formerly known as the Malay Quarter, and its residents are largely descended from the Cape Malays. Under the rules of the time, the houses they leased had to be painted white. With the abolition of slavery and the eventual ability for residents to own their own homes, a new tradition began. As an expression of their freedom and individuality, people began to paint their houses in bright, vibrant colors. Today, walking through Bo-Kaap is an immersive cultural experience. The bright facades are more than just decoration. They are a symbol of resilience and heritage. The community is known for its unique Cape Malay culture, a fusion of traditions, languages, and cuisines. The colors of Bo-Kaap are a powerful statement. In a country that was once officially segregated by color, this neighborhood chose to embrace all of them, joyfully and without restraint. It is a living museum, a vibrant testament to the enduring power of the human spirit to create beauty and meaning in the face of adversity. For our final destination, we journey deep into the heart of Colombia to a remote and protected national park called Serranía de la Macarena. Here flows a river so extraordinary that it has been called the River of Five Colors and the Liquid Rainbow. For most of the year, Cano Cristales looks like any other river, its waters flowing clear over a rocky bed. But for a brief period between the wet and dry seasons, it undergoes a spectacular transformation. From roughly July to November, the riverbed explodes into a breathtaking display of color. Vibrant reds, yellows, greens, blues, and blacks appear beneath the surface, creating an underwater spectacle that seems almost unbelievable. The secret to this phenomenon is a unique aquatic plant that clings to the rocks on the river floor. Macarenia clavigera. For this plant to flourish and produce its vibrant colors, it needs precise conditions. The dominant color is a brilliant blood red, produced by the Macarenia clavigera plant itself when it receives optimal sunlight. The other colors are provided by the surroundings. The yellow and green from sand and algae, the blue from the reflection of the sky, and the black from the ancient dark rocks. To swim or wade in its waters is to be immersed in a living painting. This liquid rainbow is a final, stunning example of how life, in its endless ingenuity, can infuse our world with color in the most unexpected and beautiful ways. We have journeyed across the globe, from the highest mountains to the deepest seas, from the frozen north to the sun-baked south. We have witnessed the Earth's incredible capacity for creating color, through minerals forged in deep time, through the intricate dance of life, and through the very light of the stars. Each of these 10 destinations is a masterpiece, a unique expression of the planet's artistry. They remind us that our world is not a static backdrop, but a dynamic, vibrant, and ever-changing canvas of breathtaking beauty. These places are more than just beautiful photographs. They are vital, and often fragile, ecosystems and cultural heritage sites. They are a legacy that we have the privilege to witness and the responsibility to protect. I am curious to know which of these places captured your imagination the most. Was it the celestial dance of the Aurora, the living kaleidoscope of the reef, or the joyful defiance of Bo-Kaap? Please share your favorite colorful destination from our journey in the comments below. Thank you for joining me on this exploration of our planet's vibrant palette. The spectrum of wonder is endless. The world is full of such stories waiting to be discovered, not just in these 10 places but in countless others, perhaps even in your own backyard. If you enjoyed this journey, please consider subscribing.